What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of my favorite jackets that I've been wearing this fall and winter. But before we get into it, I know it's been a while since I made a video. Honestly, I want to share like what I've been up to, just because I feel like it is useful to think about for anybody that's, following my channel. But honestly, I needed the break. I do have like a 9 to 5. I do have other things going on, and I feel like I've spent the past year really like evaluating like my relationships, whether that be like personal relationships, my relationship with work, my relationship with you guys, because I do have a very weird relationship with you. And that like you can see me, but I don't see you. So yeah, I feel like, when I was really making content in the past and doing it full time as my job, I just didn't have those boundaries there. And I feel like I was making content because I felt like I had to do it versus doing it because I want to do it. And I feel like what I've been into lately is just like figuring out like what are the things I can use, in my life to like negotiate against other areas of my life. So like, for example, I've focused a lot on like developing my own hobbies and stuff outside of vintage and clothes, because then if I get burnt out on vintage and clothes, I've got other things to do and I'm like comfortable being alone and stuff like that. Or like I do vintage and I sell vintage still, because if I wanted to quit my job I could, and vice versa. Like I have a job because I didn't like doing vintage full time. So it's just thinking about stuff like that, and I feel like it's important to share because I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and my audience is primarily going to be young men, and the message that I really just want to share is like, look inside yourself, observe your emotions, and try to find like that purpose in your life and try to find like where you want to go in life. I've been reading a lot of like Stoic philosophy and just reading a lot in general, and that's kind of the big takeaway, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's something that is important to me. All right, so for our first jacket, if you guys have been following me for basically any amount of time, you're not going to be surprised by this, but we have my fall 1990 Patagonia deep pile. This is my favorite thing that I own in my wardrobe. Is it the craziest? Maybe not. Is it the most rare? Maybe not. But I don't know. It's just one of those things where when I started to get into fashion, I started to get into clothes and vintage specifically. Like I always wanted one of these jackets since I was in like high school. And I wanted the one that has the blue pocket, but what ended up happening was I was an idiot, okay? And 5 years ago, somebody offered me the like 2000 to 2005 one that's like olive green with the green pocket for $80. I didn't buy that one, and I regret not buying it because it's like probably the last colorway that I haven't had that I still want. And I may or may not be getting one soon. I'm kind of trying to just like wait it out a little bit because I don't want to buy it right now, even though I could. I'm just like, I don't know. You know how you get with stuff like that where it's just like I could buy it right now, but I'm going to wait a month and then somebody else is going to buy it because it's up for a steal and it's going to fucking piss me off and haunt me forever. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. But getting back to the story. And then like a month later, somebody found this one. And this one, when I bought it, was super crispy. I paid $300 for it. And what ended up happening was somebody had made him an offer and was gonna buy it before me. And then they flaked for whatever reason, and then I just bought it. And yeah, I've never really considered selling this, no matter how down bad I've gotten. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I just throw this thing on. I've washed it one time and it's really starting to show like how much I wear it, but yeah, it's pretty irreplaceable in my closet. I did find out that this green pocket variation recently, because I was just looking at them, they only did the green pocket variation for 1 year. But yeah, I've had a ton of these. I've had, I think, all of the original colorways because I've had the Cookie Monster and I've had the Blue Pocket one as well, and then this one obviously, and then I've had, I just sold my burnt orange one. That's why I'm like, I can just buy the green one, but I'm like trying to just wait it out. The burnt orange one just didn't fit. And then I've had the Tequila Gold, that one didn't fit. I've had like a Mars. I don't know, if you guys watch my videos, you can probably see all the ones that I've had, but the point is, I love these jackets. The only one that I haven't had is that olive green one, and I haven't had a, why am I blanking on this? Rhythm. I knew it started with an R. But yeah, you can see it's got the green collar too, teddy bear on the back. Let me see if I can find, like you can kind of see on the sleeves here, like where it's starting to just come undone, and then maybe I'm thinking of another one, but it's in better condition than I thought. I thought that I had started ripping like the hems because I legitimately wear this like multiple times a week when I can. Basically, if it's like 50 degrees or so, this is the jacket that I'm wearing. Is like this, a pair of jeans and a pair of Gats, like that is my uniform. So I absolutely love this jacket. All right, so the next jacket that we have is going to be this vintage wool Polo Ralph Lauren bomber jacket. This one's probably from like the 80s or the 90s. I got this thing for a steal. I don't know if I've showed it on the channel or not actually, because I bought this last year and it was probably around the time I stopped posting on here, but regardless, I wear this thing a ton too. This is probably my second most worn jacket at the moment. But yeah, it's just a beautiful navy blue polo jacket. I think my favorite detail is honestly like the collar and the fact that this one is a button up instead of being a zip up, because they also sell this jacket as a zip up and I just think it's so ugly because they use like a 90s YKK zipper, and like I just feel like if you were, I just think it looks better as a button up because that's closer to the inspiration, which would be like a vintage A1 or A2 jacket. But even besides that, like I just feel like they could have used like a Talon zip or something a little bit more authentic if they were gonna do that. But anyways, going to the details, it's super cropped, but it fits like perfectly at my waistline, so you can kind of see my belt when I'm wearing it. And I like the, you know, the collar. It's got this little detail, like chin strap detail on the neck here. Never worn that, to be completely honest. And then it's on that good Polo Ralph Lauren tag, size large, made in USA, dry clean only. I'm not in love with the lining. Again, I think it's one of those things they cheaped out on because the lining is like nylon. I feel like it just would have been a better move to use silk. I kind of would have expected them to use silk, but they just didn't for whatever reason. And then it's got these nice pockets which are fully functional, so you can, you know, stick your stuff in through the top, or you've got these side hand warmer pockets and they aren't really connected, so you can put stuff like in this pocket and then have your hand or whatever you're gonna stuff in here. So I thought that was a really nice detail. And then show you guys the back, nothing too interesting. It does have these nice like button cuffs here, and then the bottom is like kind of like an elasticized wool as well. But yeah, super nice jacket. I'm gonna kind of show you guys. Oh my god, sorry. Just had a protein shake. I'll show you guys maybe how I like wear this with the next jacket, but I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna be Ichabod Crane and be headless, but this is how it fits basically. Like I said, it's got like a really nice crop to it, and if I lift my shirt, you can see it hits like right along my belt line, which is super nice. But on to the next jacket. All right, so the next jacket that I've just been feeling recently is this 50s, 60s Lee 101J. I'll show you guys the tag. This one is probably like a 60s one, but yeah, you can see 42 regular. This jacket is slightly small on me. So like I normally don't wear this thing at like just alone. I also have another one hanging up here, which is for sale if anybody's interested, but that one is opposite problem in that this one is too big because the size tag is not on it. It's a little bit of a later model, but it's like at least a size 48 to a 50, so it just fits huge on me. But yeah, so I'm still kind of on the hunt for one of these. I'll only do it if it's like a steal, but I want like a size 44 regular or maybe try a 44 long. But yeah, this thing's just got like that perfect wash. I love how Lee denim feels and I love how it washes. I feel like you can really see it, what I'm talking about on the collar here. Like, I don't know, it just always gets that nice yellow wash. And what I was referring to earlier when I was talking about the bomber jacket is I really like these Lee jackets for layering. So like my move is when it's like pretty cold out, like it's like 30 to 40-ish, and I can't get away with just wearing like just the bomber jacket, or I can't just wear my deep pile. What I like to do is just throw this jacket on underneath, and that'll keep you pretty warm. Because I honestly don't love my down jacket because it's like not that fashionable, but it gets the job done. So not gonna hate on my down jacket, but anyways, but yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say. It's super cropped, which I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it because I am pretty tall. So I think I may want to get the long length. As much as I love a crop jacket because I feel like it like makes you look so good. It splits you into thirds really well. I hate how it looks when you have a t-shirt that's popping out of your crop jacket. I feel like it ruins the look, and I don't want to just tuck in all my t-shirts. And I do like wearing like button-up shirts and stuff, but this is kind of a jacket where like I can barely fit like a button-up shirt underneath this because like I said, it is a little bit too small for me. But yeah, the other thing I love about this jacket is the cat eye buttons on the back. You can see right there, that's I don't know, it's just like a detail I've always liked. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm realizing that this is cinched in a little bit. So maybe it'll fit me better if I undo these buttons. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I wear this jacket, and maybe I'll leave it on for the rest of the video because I want to show it on with another jacket that we're gonna look at. All right, so this is what the Lee jacket looks like on. It does feel better since I uncinched those buttons, so maybe I don't need a size up. But I did tuck in my shirt just because, again, I hate how it looks when the shirt comes out. But yeah, you can see, pretty cropped. I don't normally wear it open, so normally I just have it buttoned like this. But yeah, this is what it looks like, just this jacket, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the bomber over the top. All right, so this is what it looks like with the bomber over the top. Like I said, this is kind of like my go-to. I want to look nice, but also I want to be warm and not freezing look. So yeah, I think that like the reason I wouldn't get a long length of the Lee jacket is because then it would come out past where my bomber jackets end. So that might be the reason that I stick with this one, or possibly a similar one just to size up. But yeah, this has kind of been one of my go-to looks. I'll also wear this jacket underneath my polo coat, which I'm probably not going to show you guys this video, but maybe I'll show it in a later video where I just talk about polo because I've been super into polo. All right, so the last jacket that we're going to talk about today is this vintage ma-1 bomber jacket. This is one of those things where it's like, of course, as soon as I get into it, it gets really expensive. So this isn't exactly the model that I wanted, but I did get it for a steal. And it's like, I didn't realize how much they were going for, because like I thought one of these would be like $80 to $100. and then I look up solds and it's a lot more than that. And so yeah, anyways, this one is like a Vietnam era one. The tag is super faded off, so I don't know the manufacturer. I would imagine it's Alpha Industries, and I would imagine it's probably like an early 70s one. It doesn't look to me like it would be any earlier than that, just because I can show you guys the tag, but like the tag's super faded off. Like I know it's a 60s one, but it doesn't have the same kind of like fabric-y tag that the earlier ones would have. But I don't know, I just have been messing with bomber jackets. I think they look good on my frame now. And yeah, it just, like I used to find so many of these and sell them for like, again, 80 to 100 bucks. Or like I have vivid memories of the many times that I've had the one that I really want, which would be the Korean War era one, just because I like the lining better. I'm not really a fan of the high vis orange lining. But what are you gonna do? So kind of same deal as the Ralph Lauren bomber jacket. It just fits cropped. It fits super nice. And it's got, I think my favorite detail is it has a super chunky ideal zipper, and yeah, it's pretty warm actually. So I've been wearing this a lot recently, because that wool jacket I can probably wear when it's like 40-ish degrees. The Patagonia is like 50 to 60, and then this I can wear with this jacket at like 30 to 40 degrees. So since it's been colder, I've been wearing it more. I did get it for a crazy steal though. I didn't realize how big of a steal it was at the time, but I got it for like 30 bucks. So there's still steals out there, guys. But yeah, I will throw this one on for you guys. I guess I might as well throw the Patagonia on too, but we'll throw this on first. But yeah, as you guys can see, nice cropped fit, exactly what you would expect out of a vintage ma-1. Show you side view. And yeah, the thing I love about this zipper too is when I'm walking around, it just clanks all over the place. But yeah, this one I might zip up more if I'm wearing it around versus the, if I can zip it, versus the Polo one, just because it's kind of a hassle to button and unbutton. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I will show you guys the Patagonia in a second. All right, and here's what the Patagonia looks like on. It does fit longer than most of my jackets, and it is kind of like a nice, like oversized fit if you get the right size on it. But yeah, this thing is comfortable. Like I've fallen asleep wearing this thing so many times. Well, I feel like that is the video. If you guys want to support me, I will drop some links down below. I am posting on the Old Clothes Instagram again. I haven't decided if I'm going to get back into Reels or just do YouTube. This is all kind of a new experiment for me again. And yeah, I'll link some other stuff down below too. Like I said, I've been into like reading a lot, and I've started writing, so I will drop my Substack down below if you guys want to check that out. My writing's not particularly good, but it is one of those things where I just want to like find my style and just write about just things, you know, just what I'm thinking about. That's kind of what I've been focusing on. And then yeah, I'll drop the eBay down below. There is a lot of junk that is just eBay junk on there, but it also has all the vintage, all the repro, LVC, sugarcane warehouse, Patagonia, anything that you would have seen in this video. All that's on there too. If you guys see something you like, just shoot me a DM on the Old Clothes account with like a screenshot of what you wanted, and I'll do a better price than I would on eBay through the DMs. And you won't have to pay tax and everything. I won't charge you shipping, so unless you're not located in the US. But yeah, I think that is all. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying subscribed, and have a great rest of your week, day, weekend. I don't know when you're gonna see this video, so thanks.